fear those who live by ordinance is that Satan is afraid of order. The way it should be done. He doesn't like it. And the Bible is all about the tenet of living, the principles of living, the ordinance. He said, husband, love your wife. Wife, submit to your husband. He said, masters, give your servants wages. Now that is tenets. Now wherever this order is found, God will be found there. And then Satan loves it. He fears those who live that way. And then because that means preservation, that means opportunity to function is removed from him. What? As an opportunity to do what? Is. Let me ask you to listen. If you're here, you're a woman or you're a man, and you grew your children by the character of the word, and they become stars of heaven, you will love it. And do you know why? Revelation to train children will never be common. You're trying to hear me now. Am I not the one that is helping you? Try and listen. That this guy went home and brought his son on the laps, and they're looking at the Bible very well. It's a character very few people can have on this earth. So in case you have it, it's not in the market too. It's an inspiration that only God gives a man. For you to be patient. 2 hours, you're busy. That's a royal value. So is the teaching and discipleship ministry. If you look at the world, the ministry of discipleship is dead. So if reigns. My book on upbringing, you can't go up except you're brought up. You can't go up on your own. So you don't joke with people who know how to bring people up. It is special revelation. I say you don't trifle with people. Please hear me. In traditional society, where honor reigns in generations, ability to raise people must be inculcated in the system. In the first place, please wait a minute. In the generational story, it is only somebody who is raised that can raise. So if you are not raised, you can't raise. So the grace to raise others, you would have received from the past generation. Yes, you must be imparted with it. Yes, before you can transfer it. Yes, that is what happened to the family of Judah. Why the dynasty landed on them. Oh, wait a minute. From 49 of Genesis to 1 Samuel, where David was chosen to be a king. Hear me. All that was in that story was raising. All. You see, because the value that made David a king was harvested. It was harvested continuously from Judah to another generation until 10. They understand it. Excuse me. You've not seen the difference between two girls who have two different characters. This other one. If they give you that girl for 1 naira, you won't take. Excuse me. Excuse me. When something is spoiled, it's spoiled. Don't go near it. This is somebody, because disorderliness means you embody Satan. That's what is called agent of darkness. You come into a place, you don't even know your place. Because it is lack of training that makes people not to know their place. It's lack of training now, and that's the beginning of poverty. How can you put crown on somebody that's not raised? How can you crown something that's spoiled? Growing without raising, it means somebody's already wasted. Oh, there are people that they get angry when something that should make them angry didn't happen. So if you get angry when nobody have caused you anger, what about when you are provoked? When people willingly provoke you? You just love a boy in Lagos, and you didn't know that the mother-in-law is an antagonistic woman, and suddenly you met her. You don't leave the marriage for her. You stay with her pain. And then the pain there is a check of your character, of your value, because people are evaluated from character. Just like I told you about training will not be common. I would like to also listen. Great characters cannot still be common. It's not still possible. It's not even something that my prayer will bring. Because you see, I didn't become shepherd by prayer. I have character value for it. Maybe somebody hear what I said. I said I have. I don't know what I said anything. I said I'm shepherd by character. That means there is no time I can stop being. I'm not reducing. I am shepherd by character value. That's quite different from prayer. I'm heading immortality by character value. Now when you watch me very closely, you will see it. Because it's not hidden. Now, if somebody watch you close, what does your character show? What does it point? And that's the real you. God will never give destiny outside it. If it is not sharp, then destiny will not be great. And where is it? Excuse me. Where on earth can somebody be delayed when it is very sharp? Don't you know that irreplaceability is possible? You bet a character intentionally that no other person can of that order. And then you have discovered it and you pay attention to it. Listen, whether it is money you want, it will bring bigger money than you want. Because you're only irreplaceable. And Satan doesn't destroy characters. Because it's a hiding place. You know, I told you one day when we are Unijos, and I used to have one friend, and then Christians, we have so many sisters in the church, so many, and now they are young men, attraction. So one day, one of my friend, my closest friend, we had some sisters who were close to us. So he asked me a question. I've shared it here before. He said, out of all these girls that we know, he asked me, he said that if I'm going to choose a wife from among them, we are talking like, Pali now, me and him, privately. He said, who am I going to choose? He just asked me. So I asked him, I said, what about you? Who are you going to choose? I gave him back the question. Then he looked at me and said, there's only one person. He just told me that there's only one person. Out of everybody, out of everybody we know in Deeper Life, we know in Fellowship of Christian Students, we know in, I know in Salvation Army, because we go around, that we know in the campus. He said there is only one person. And this is an embarrassment. When he said there is only one person, I look at him and said, only one person. And up till from that day till now, we didn't call the name of the girl. He didn't call the name of the girl, and I didn't call the name of the girl. But we know now. But the guy is not two. That means if two of us would have married, we would have fought over her. I thought you should clap hand for what I just for that. Huh? I said that when he said there is only one person, I went back and then I said there is. Yes. And we are looking at ourselves. You see that girl I told you now that me and him, that person will talk. That girl will still come to look us one day on this earth. She's in America now. And then maybe I don't even know that she has married. But I've never met a human being that is complete in all areas, particularly in the woman nature, that like her. Terribly, highly amiable. He told me there's one person, and I said yes. And we didn't call her name. I think girls should ask me, and I have told you about that amiability. I think you should ask me to explain why she attracted us. Why? Why she attracted what she has that attracted both of us at the same time. and why we mention her name, and we didn't mention another person. The other girls were not bad. They were also in our team. Yes, now they were doing evangelism with us. They were doing praying with us. We went everywhere with them. But that's not what. But when it comes to marriage, there was only. I've said it before many times here now. I've shared it here. Now, out of all the qualities she has, her outstanding for every man was amiability. Hi. Don't joke. Don't joke. I said, what? She has it into a very high percent. That girl was only girl. You know the way this heroic nature. This heroic nature I have. That's the only girl that controlled me. She controls me with amiability. That's the only girl that have ever controlled me. I know when I'm controlled. Excuse me, you want to control me with fire? It's not possible. With fire, I'm a headquarter of fire. There's something she did in 1989. I will never forget. We came to CAF, the student village. When we finished it, and it was exam hall, a time of exam. When students finished it around 9:30, 10. By 10 there, we now come there to read. We convert the CAF into library. There are those who read when others are reading. So they will come out of their room so that they will not sleep. So we came out of the room. She saw that I was on my table there. So she came there. She was in English. So she came to my table. And then I was reading physics. And that day, I won't forget it because I was getting ready for mathematical physics. 309. And then she was also in 300. She was reading one English. And then it was opposite. She would just call my name very softly. There is magic on earth. There is magic on this earth. Women can be very magical. This girl will call my name very softly. and you know what's more my combo? It's not that I was and And then she would just, when she called my name, and I want to become a hero to her, she would fall into my hand. She would say there is something she's doing in English that she doesn't understand it. And that she doesn't. Yes. And I'm reading physics. I'm reading mathematical physics. I would tell this girl, I said, I'm not in English. She would reply with me with a soft voice and said that this is ordinary English, that I can read it and interpret it. But meanwhile, before that, she has already made me a hero. No, there is nothing that you cannot do to a man if you make him a hero. She just give me fake capacity. So what? She will just give me fake capacity that I can understand it, and then I will force myself. I will turn to a lecturer. Because she has already told me that I will understand it. So there's something that happened to me that night I won't forget, and I will tell you the story just very shortly. Why I was reading English there, that English, because that time she made me a hero. I left my physics. That is a girl I was telling you, that boy that my friend told me there's no other person. That's a girl doing this thing to me. Very, very magical. She when I started reading that English there to interpret what is there, she will be writing it down as if I'm her lecturer. And then I abandoned my physics. After a time, I was telling myself in my heart, I said, see how you failed. But I was telling myself, see how I failed, but I didn't still come out of that thing. Because I wanted her to pass, and then fail. It's a terrible thing on this. Women are terrible human beings. And look at the testimony. That's why if you're married, love your wife. They have certain power.
Yes, sir.
The moment I enter exam hall, all the questions that came in that exam, that mathematical physics, was all the things I read. And then it became my best in that semester. That particular night, I helped that girl. I will never forget it all my life. And then because she's figure 8, if you buy her Fanta, she will take small. Which bottle? This girl. That me and that my friend. We love this girl so much. She got me and said, Chris, let's go and do evangelism. I said, you can't preach. He said, she'll be sharing her bills while I preach. I said, let's go. I think she can be so beautiful. You know, combination of values, but more powerful. Amiability. When we finish, she go in and she will make me believe that she cannot be able to carry her note. That she's tired. that I must help her. So, but that is how I will leave I'll carry my note and carry this girl. I'll start going to her room. So, she will ask me. She highly very amiable. I've never seen somebody that way. Hi, there are human beings, and that something. I'm living it now. Something that made that my friend said, if we are going to choose. Excuse me, all the time I know her, there was no one day she raised her voice. She doesn't believe in offense. She doesn't believe in offense. Now, let me say this before I go on. Every destiny makes a demand on a particular character. If you are a lady and you're going to get married, listen, I'm shepherd. There are characters you don't need. Because it doesn't favor you. It doesn't favor who you are. I don't know why somebody's hearing me. I say it doesn't. No, it will not favor who you are now. It will not favor your destiny as a female. It doesn't follow what you represent and who you are. You might have it. If you have it, then you should convert it. It might be advantageous, but it's advantageous for males, not the female. Now, some of the girls those years we were talking about, others we also know. So a lot of them were very good, devoted Christians, holy, humble, but not that measure of amiability. No. You know that maybe I should tell you this in as a revelation. Mary was an example of women. Out of other things, out of other values she had, she had the spirit of a woman. Yes, that's what is called spirit of a woman. To be Jesus' mother. She has the spirit of a. I've not said it anywhere. She has the spirit of a woman. There are a lot of women that doesn't have the spirit of women. She has the spirit. Yes, a woman is a spirit. There are women that have spirit of a woman, and that is what makes them favorable women. There are also men that have spirit of men, and there are men that have spirit of women, or some combine too. But there are those who don't combine. Mary didn't combine. She had the spirit of a woman. Now it was part of her description as a virgin. Even though the Bible didn't put it that way, but I was there. There are also those who are men. And there are men that combine too. They are part half men, half women. There are women that combine too. They have men, half women. But Mary was a woman. Satan fears ordinance. He can fear it. He doesn't only fear it, he hates it. It terrifies him. You see, because those that have the eyes of ordinance will always find him wherever he is. Because he uses cows. He functions through cows. So when that wherever there is ordinance, they'll fish him out. Just like when a church has administration, when a church has, yes, it doesn't hide the evil people. Now, when a man of God have a sound character, a human being have a sound character that is made in ordinance, a character that is made in ordinance, that is a very strong character that is made in ordinance. What is obvious is that he conquers through the character. Satan does not delay him, because that character that is made in ordinance is a winning character. There are what is called winning character. The man can be poor now. It doesn't matter. It doesn't suffer because he's molded. He's molded where? In ordinance. So he wins. When Satan sees people like that, he fears. Wait a minute. Maybe nobody have told you. I want to use 3 people to give you an example, but because of a lot of time, I'm going to use only one person. Or maybe I'm supposed to use Joseph, David, and Jesus. Let me start with David 1 minute. For David to stand before Goliath and say, what will he do? What will he give me if I kill him? That's ordinance. It wasn't power. It wasn't. Before that day, David has built so strong on regulation. Do you know there are some people, there is a level, maybe I should tell you a secret. There's a level of strength you have in your spirit and self-building. Your leg terrifies the earth. There's anywhere you march, the doors open there. That's how people get rich. When people look at you, or when they hear your name, they feel like doing something for you, because you have come out like star. When David came, he built a capacity of ordinance that cannot die before Goliath, and he knew it. It wasn't craft. It was a building. When Jesus was crucified and was lowered in the grave, he knew that the grave can't take him. He knew it. I said, that is not miracle. That's ordinance. Don't trust anything outside it. Nothing can be stable outside ordinance. You don't become great excuse me. Can't you see the way I am? I'm already a winner. No obstacle. If I tell you that I will build a city and the tower that top reach to heaven, it's not prayer capacity. It's to build a capacity, an ordinance capacity that the sea will not swallow. Okay, since you were born, have you produced a character that is above human being? Somebody can be on earth and produce a character other men will worship. This is my 10th year in Nigeria. I've entered only one house. Ten. Blanco is here. I've not gone there. This penis, have I gone there? I've never driven out. 10 years. Somebody can have. Excuse me. You don't. You don't ignore it. Ignore how? It's winning. It can't be subdued. The whole of eternity. Let me help you with something. The 2 witnesses. The Bible said they had fire. They had power to call fire from heaven and to turn water into blood. That is only Moses and Elijah. And those miracles they talk about came from saved life. It represents them. It represents the manifestation of their character. It represents them and no other person. And excuse me, It is there in the Old Testament. And then it came back in the last, in 11. It moved out of, it passed through new and into the last. Because that is a prophecy of tribulation. That is part of the Third Testament. That story. So what gave it power to go through? It didn't die in the Old Testament. It went through the new and then came into the last. Why? It can't be activities. It is a rock that the builders forsook that became head of corner. You don't bring it on that shape. And did you know why I'm enthusiastic about talking about it? It is not, please listen, it's not under chance. It's a building. No, it's not under chance. Prosperity. People are not yet rich. Because people of riches are not born to build character capacity. Let me ask you to listen. If you're a man and made in the image and likeness of God, you're too big to look for things. You are an agent of dominion. And if you look like the maker, the things that belong to the maker will come to you. I say if you look like the maker. let me give you small. Let me give you small from that thing I told you I will share with you tomorrow. I will share it. If I'm going to share 15 times, it's going to be 10 more about Joseph and Jesus on what I'm about to share. The Lord told me something. He said, why do I think that Joseph came into a man's house as a slave and then made the man prosperous? He told me, he says, normal. So I said, I don't understand. He said, it is not things that, he said, there's a difference between having things and being valuable. He told me that Joseph entered into the house of Potiphar with a life that is higher than Potiphar's life. He told me that he came into where? Potiphar's house with a life that the value is far higher than the owner of the house. And then so I was asking God, I said, how did it manifest that he made it to prosper? He told me something. He said that Joseph refused to take anything from Potiphar. Joseph decided not to. Joseph entered into the house of Potiphar like a full sacrifice. He didn't ask Potiphar to pay him. He didn't take anything from Potiphar, and he served Potiphar the best way. He had ideas and received nothing from Potiphar. You see, because vision have taken his life. When vision take your life, you don't take things from people. But I'm not going to explain it more. But in 41, tomorrow I will share with it more. In 41 of the book of Genesis, the Bible says, up to Joseph didn't marry. If you look at that scripture, Joseph didn't marry. I said Joseph didn't. No, Joseph didn't marry. They gave him a wife. I'm not furthering it. I'm not furthering it until tomorrow. Because that's my turning point on this in this January. From yesterday and now, I turned so much. And then I didn't only turn, I had so much peace. And then he gave me assurance that I'm going to finish where I came. I like boldness. And I study only things that give me boldness and assurance. Looking like God is the greatest miracle on earth. Looking like God. Is it there? Huh? Father, thank you for having your way. Bless us abundantly in Jesus' name. Now, please, if I want to tell you something. I want to tell you something that will touch you if you look up. The difference between people, when you see this earth, the way the earth is, what God hides from men on earth is what matters. Small people will not always know what matters. Is that possible? Their life will not be invested on things that matters because it's a small life. They won't even know what matters because they are small.